Today I effed up by offering my wife drugs in front of her boss. Earlier today I got out of the shower and saw my wife sitting on the bed, headset on, looking at her laptop. I dropped my towel and grabbed my bong, took a big hit, then still exhaling I slid into bed next to her and said, "You want some?" Well, she was in an impromptu video meeting with the CEO, the CFO, and the senior marketing manager. Turns out the CEO is taking this week off because his wife has COVID. So they had tomorrow's meeting today. Including my wife, the VP of Education and Training. She was like, "He's just joking," and nudged me away, glaring at me with poison in her eyes. The first Sunday meeting they've had in about 6 years. Great timing on my part. They took it with humor, though. It's legal here now, so nobody really cares. At least they didn't see anything below my chest, or it could have gotten weird. But I'm banned from the room whenever she's doing anything work-related now. Lol. TL, doctor, I offered my wife a bong hit while she was in a video call for work, and now I'm persona non grata whenever she's doing anything involving her job. She should have just taken a hit to assert dominance. Give her a few years, she'll probably be CEO. Then she can assert her evil dominance over her lowly minions in the corporate training empire. D. She better not pull an Elon and require the minions to pass a drug test. Unless it's the "you must be at least this high to ride" drug test. At least it wasn't a syringe or crack pipe. Lol, right? If that were the case we'd have worse problems than being embarrassed on video chat anyhow. On the contrary, you would have no probables, but only until you get to a come down. Too true. You do heroin and smoke crack. Lol, read this wrong and thought you were asking her if she wanted the D while in meeting. Passed her my dong and said, "You want some?" To an embarrassing situation I had, where I thought the person had already signed off, and I blurted out, "What did that dumb mother of peeper want?" And he was still on the line. I now check if the connection is still live before I say anything at all about anything at all. And I don't make comments about people like that anymore. Maybe I just grew up. Easy solve to that one, though. No, sorry, not you. My friend called like 3 times during our meeting. But also, what did you want again? Oh goodness. At least they were chill about it. This could have been a total disaster. Woo. I'm pretty sure the senior marketing manager belongs to the tribe. Like my old lady, she has tons of visible tats and wears a lot of bracelets. D, if nobody else would speak up in my wife's defense, I'm confident Jamie would X. You might be FUing further by including details like this about your wife's coworker in a public forum. It isn't her real name. It's her nickname. Her real name is JK. D. Is her last name or her middle name? The hyphen goes in between the last names. I'll give you that today was Sunday and you didn't have a reasonable expectation that she'd be on a business call. You get a pass today, sir. But this is late stage coronavirus times and these stories keep popping up day in and day out, and I just think to myself, how have these people not learned yet? You hope we're in late stage. Whoops. Whoopsie. Did you know she was on a call, work or otherwise? That's a crucial piece of information. Op. Answer. Is your name a reference to Hakarl? I had to Google that. No. It was just something random that popped in there. Yep. That was dumb. Yeah, that's one hell of a feep up. I'm so triggered that not a single sentence began with a capital letter. Funny story though. Just curious, does your wife think this is as funny as you do? Oh dear. In your defense, Sunday, bed. Who has professional Zoom meetings while sitting in bed when not ill or disabled? Took you that long for your wife to kick you out of her meetings? I already finished that challenge on week 2 of home office. Who has work meetings on Sunday mornings? Sadists. Maybe if they smoked more weed they wouldn't feel the need. You were acting in the public interest when you think about it logically. Her boss probably does coke and other crazy speep. Besides, who has an important meeting like that in your bedroom on a Sunday? It should have already been a rule that others are informed when she's in a video call meeting. Cause it prevents stuff like this, lol. You were a idiot. Hope this doesn't affect her job. Haha dude, that company would go under without her. D, I'm not worried at all. At least once a month the CEO tells her you do things I have no idea how to do. And she saves the company about 2 meters every fiscal year. I doubt they'd cut her loose because of one little goofy thing like that. Besides, I'm a pothead. Of course I was an idiot. It's kinda what we do. Besides, she'd probably find a job that pays her twice as much within a month anyway. She's just good like that. D. I love how impressed/supportive you are of your wife. The way you talk about her is so sweet. Seriously not cool. In this job keep up her career. They said stoners can't be successful. I know who will be the first person hit with a random drug test when they're back in their office. That's hilarious, glad it turned out well. What I don't get, especially as it's legal, why it's still such a taboo to smoke it. Can work for a company for years getting all sorts of praise just to be sacked from a joint. That's just the climate, unfortunately. America has some very relaxed laws around cannabis as far as I can tell. In your defense, where was the warning? I legitimately read that you took out your dong while your wife was on video call. As he kept reading through your story was truly not understanding the relation between your cock and the drugs you were talking about in the title. Yeah, you're an idiot. Actually, if the reverse happened, that would be the feeped up situation. LMFAO. Better that bong and not the other one. You should be the one glaring with poison in your eyes. You should have been told about the meeting beforehand. In my household, we even find FaceTime to be inappropriate without the consent of everyone in the room. It's intrusive. And in their bed, on Sunday, how is he supposed to know? I would have taken a big hit off your dong and then hit the bong. Ha ha ha. I'm relieved it was a Zoom call and just weed. I thought at first it was in person. Like at a lunch or something. You were in your house though, so speep happens. Glad all parties handled it well. What was under your chest? Were you nude because you mentioned you dropped the towel? This is funny but hey, brush it off, speep could have been a lot worse. Your wife shouldn't have taken a Zoom meeting in bed on a Sunday without telling you. NTA. Wrong sub. You're obviously an idiot and self-absorbed to the point dog speep is more useful in this world. Full stop. Hold on, Dave. It is still Sunday, wink. Gurgle gurgle. This is hilarious and definitely something I'd do to my wife. Lamau. I love living in a legal place. But when it was all over with, she hit that right? I mean the bong. Or whatever, you know. Ha ha ha. Feep ya. Smoking a bong inside the house is gross. Ew, the smell would be awful. Weed smoke diffuses quite quickly and doesn't stick to things like tobacco smoke. Also some people like the smell. As someone who lives with a green enthusiast and hates the smell, I assure you it does stick to things, but smokers don't find it as noticeable. Pot hardly seems like drugs. That is what drugs do. You just cannot tell what is okay and what is not okay. I lived in Indiana for about 5 years. It was good to get out of the house and take long slow drives on the miles of straight dirt roads going what is normal for a dirt road. You just got to look right and you are okay. She couldn't take one hit for the team? Not if she has to take a drug test which includes hair also. The CEO I'm sure has told people to walk to her about what you said.